Recording in progress.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Let me share my screen real quick. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen and if you can hear me. Thank you, Keith. All good? Okay, so we're going to talk about version 11.2. This is a new version. It's currently beta, but we do not expect it to be a beta for too long, maybe in a week or two, definitely. Before Christmas, we will have a final version. We do not have too many features that can break. So we expect it to be a final version really, really soon. So let me show you what new features we've been working on. So one of the most important things is visual appearance of the application. So we try to work on the outdated look of our applications. So we developed two new themes, one dark theme, Obsidian, and one light theme, Futuro. And I will show you how they look and everything related to it. Let's just let's just build the project, see what's happening. Okay, so this is a welcome page, one of possible welcome page views. I'll show you other options here as well. So this is a regular table. This is a chart, menus, dashboard, something that looks pretty cool. What about order details? Order details with tabs, so multiple details tables. It all looks pretty cool, I would say, and it's been a lot of work to make it look pretty good. The that there are sections, there are tabs. So the thing is, in our software, there are so many different ways to display data. So you need to make sure that everything looks good in every combination of features. As some things will be shown in pop-up, may look differently in the dashboard, menu, top menu, side menu, etc. So what I would ask you to do, if you have time to check new features of this version, so I would ask you to either open an existing project or create a new project, doesn't really matter, but make sure that you select one of these two visual themes, build a project, check different pages, and if you see any sort of discrepancies, any sort of like things that do not look as good as they should, just let us know. That's one thing. And another thing, maybe if you know some other good looking visual themes, feel free to reach us a link so we can take a look. Maybe we can develop more themes because we all want the same thing. We want our applications to look nice, sleek, modern, lightweight. You can see that there's been a lot of features that we try to find a better ways to present data. So let's check the other thing. So what is interesting, take a look at this, right? So look at this chart. So it looks good. It looks uses the same background, same colors, same fonts actually as the rest of this dashboard. It doesn't happen automatically, and I will switch to a light theme, and you will see what I mean. So let's take a look at this. Okay, build a project, and immediately what I'm talking about. All right. So you can see that it uses the font is doesn't look as good, and it uses dark background, etc. Because let me show you how it was done, and we are looking for a way to make charts to sort of inherit settings of the theme. It's not going to be that straightforward because customizations like this in charts need to be done via code chart modify event. Let me show you. And we just looking for a way to apply this kind of settings automatically. When you create a new chart, it should inherit settings like this. It will be a little bit of difficult if you switch between, switch between the themes, and this kind of code needs to be redone. So we don't really have an answer to this, but we are looking for ways to make it happen. Right, you can see that settings here, that's a chart background, some of the labels, then legend, and x-axis, y-axis, font family, font size, and since this specific theme doesn't have this font included, it doesn't look very good. You can see that it uses some sort of a default font in this case. So I will switch, and many other things too, right? It's just if I set the breakpoint, the background of the dashboard widget to be dark green, it doesn't look very good when the font is black or blackish. So that's the thing, right? It's once you start applying customization that relevant for a specific theme, it would be difficult to change to a different theme. So probably select the theme first and then switch to and then customize it. That's would be my guess. So let me switch back to the dark theme because most of the themes were customized for that. Okay. So let's talk about the welcome page. Welcome page. If you go to page designer, global pages, menu page, or welcome page. Okay, menu style. Classic is what you had before version 11.2, and it looks outdated. I won't say it's dull, and it's uses too many colors. Colors are getting in the way, so you can choose one of newer themes. Some of them probably better for dark themes, some of them more suitable for light themes. So, okay, you can already see it looks better. It's icon icon colors can be customized, right? And that's probably going to look a little bit better if items have some sort of description or none of them have descriptions, right? It's so all the tiles can be the same, all the rows can be the same size. Yeah, but this is one of these. Let's take a quick look and just see what other options we have here. And just the idea is to give you something you can work with. This is something slightly different, different set of colors, different layout. Also, it all depends on what you're looking for and what you think is going to work better for you in your specific project. Let's try this one. So it's pretty straightforward. You just go, you pick one, and then you can probably customize it. But yeah, just again, slightly different. And all of these themes look pretty good in both dark and light themes. So I hope you find the one that works the best for you. And meanwhile, we uh, proceed to the next one. So we have a few. Feel free to ask questions, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask at any time, and I will answer uh, when I have a minute. And maybe there is something related to version 11.2 that you need to know. Maybe you wondering what's going to happen in the next version, whatever, any kind of questions, feel free to ask. Okay, and meanwhile, let me show you what was done with dashboards. So I can show you like three new things here. So the dashboard tabs, you can combine multiple dashboard elements into a single one and switch between them using tabs. It just allows you, instead of scrolling down, you can display all the information you're looking for on. I think it's pretty neat. So these are at the top dashboard widgets. So dashboard widgets are similar to dashboard code snippets. Okay, someone is trying to annotate something. Let me. Okay. Uh, you can see that all elements can be folded. And I mean, in this chart, it doesn't really matter. But you see, if some space can be saved, right? If it's if there were like some elements below this one, they would be pushed up. So again, this is something that is pretty neat. Here you need to click below the tabs. Okay, so how to creating this kind of tabbed element is very easy. You just go to the page designer and drag one element into another, basically. So you can either add a new element or you can pick existing one and you can just drop it here. And now we have two dashboard groups. Or you can insert a new element, you just need a new cell. So because you cannot just insert, you need a space for it. So let's split or just insert a new row here, add element, and we can add, I don't know, something else, employees, data grid, or can be single record. I mean, single record doesn't make much sense unless we have products. Okay, let's do products, single record. Okay, and we can drag it here. Yep. So, and let's see what is going to happen. So now we have two tabs here, and view, edit, and add of that's a representation of a single record element. You can customize it as usually. It just adds 3 tabs, but if you don't need all 3 of them, and there is a chart. Chart can be part of the tab as well. So it's pretty flexible. So you can fit the tons of information here using these tabs and making them foldable. And you can see when I click on products grid, it switches here to that single record because it picks it up automatically, right? If you have a grid and another part of the dashboard is a single record view, they will connect automatically. So we didn't need to do anything else. That's something that happens automatically. Okay, let's take a look at the widgets. So again, widgets similar to code snippet, with the exception that you do not need to write all the code, all the HTML code, and you can edit them in a visual way. You can add the text labels here, or you can add snippets here. So let's you can customize colors. This is the one with a greenish background. So let's see. Let's do some calculations here. So that's a label, total number of orders. And here, instead of a regular text label, which I'm going to delete, we will insert the code snippet. Now we can insert the code snippet here, right? So we just don't need to output all the HTML for header, for the body. We don't need to specify any colors in HTML. We can just, maybe we need to, but we'll see. So let me see. Let's do a quick SQL query. And just to give you an idea. Maybe you don't need it to do it twice. Well, it's okay. So select count of all from orders. Do it, I don't need anything else, I guess. Just a total number of orders. And then we will use db lookup function, and we will assign it to count variable, and we just output it here. Okay. Again, nothing special about it. I just want to show you an idea of what can be done here. And yeah. So the main idea is to, to speed up the development. So you don't need to craft any HTML code to make it look good. And you can specify all the parts of like icon or header, or you can move it here. You can do whatever you want, even if it's doesn't make much sense this way. You can do that. So you just manage those widgets in a visual way. And in every single modern theme that you can find on the internet, there always going to be some sort of a dashboard, and some sort of information is going to be displayed in these what we call widgets. Also, there is something that we have in work. There will be a dashboard API, so you will be able to use some sort of a code to fold elements, to show or hide them, maybe to switch tabs, etc. So this is something that we are working on, and hopefully it will be ready in the final version of 11.2. So this is it. And we have a question from Corey. So yeah, from 10.91, you can just upgrade it directly to version 11.2. There is no need to do 11 or 11.1. If you have a project that was created and developed in 10.91, you can just import it directly in 11.2. If you have an older project developed in earlier versions of version 10, or maybe even 9.8, something like that, then you need to convert it to 10.9 format first, and then you can import it into version 11. But it is safe to go from 10.91 to straight to 11.2. Okay, what's next? What's next? Let's see. Let's talk a little bit about a TinyMCE editor. I guess we need to make one of these fields to be a text area and enable TinyMCE. So TinyMCE is the main rich text editor we're working with, because they still have a free version that is very functional, and they still develop it. So it makes sense. So categories, add page, it makes sense to. So we remove two other rich text editors from the list. Sorry about that. But if you have an older project that uses those other rich text editors, they will continue to work and they will appear here. It's just for new projects, we just use a rich text editor that is tiny. And once we enabled it, we have an event. It will allow you to modify all instances of TinyMCE. I mean, you can do something more interesting, because if you take a look, there is a lot of parameters like table name and field name. So if you need to one of your TinyMCE controls to look or work differently, you can do that. But by default, it will be applied to all of the fields. Okay, so let me show you how it works, and let's see how we can customize it. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so these are three menu items that we have. These are toolbar items. So let's see, we don't want to display image, and we want it to be a little bit smaller. So we can remove image from here, and we can make the height 400 pixels. Okay. Just okay, you can see that. So previously, like we didn't have a good way to customize it, and we do have it now. So it's a really minor feature, but it's really useful if you ever need to use this rich text editor in your applications. It will be very handy. So let me take a quick look at what other features we have here. So that's our Devclub. Okay, SMTP. Oh yeah, cards layout, view as. Okay, so step by step, let's go here. View as settings of any field. I believe that okay, in my customers table, I have API key field that is a long sequence of numbers and digits, and there is a new checkbox. And if you enable it, and you go back to list, customers, you can see it adds an icon, copy icon, and you click it. So there will be some sort of indication that the value was copied to the clipboard, but I can just paste it here, and you can see it was copied. So this kind of functionality will be available on a page and obviously on a view page. Very simple, very useful. Let's see. Let's talk about cards layout. So what I have it here. So how to enable cards layout? So I believe I did it for categories table. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, it's already been enabled here, but let me show you how I turned it on. So if you go to pages screen, and you can see it's an additional option, or it's it creates an additional page called cards layout. And once you do it, I'm not sure why it's not here. I have no idea. So it is in a way similar to like you can create a calendar, or you can create a Gantt chart. So it's just another way to represent your data. And let's make sure that this page is a default page for our categories table. So make it a default list page. And there are some options here, like you can choose what fields you want to display in the cards layout. You probably don't want to display all of the fields if you have tons of them. And there's a card style here, and you can choose one of the predefined. We have 5 styles here. So it's just different ways to display the same data. Okay, I guess I was using this one. I don't know what I was using actually, but let's take a look at this, build the project. And now that if we just reload the page, okay, let's see. So what happened to my images? I guess I changed some settings because it was supposed to display something that was nicer. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so what do we actually have in the database? Let's take a look. So I pretty sure I remember I had some sort of images there. It definitely looks better with an image. Let me take a quick look at the data. Okay, so I guess file is the field that holds images. So let me go back and make sure that file appears here on this screen. probably switch to a light theme. Okay, let's switch to light theme. That's the first step. Go back. Okay, file is here, and it is image. I'm not sure what is having card fields. Oh, I see. So when you add or delete card fields here, you click next. You just don't close it yet, because on the next screen you can customize what sort of function every field that you have selected, what kind of function this field is going to have. Title means it will be appear in a slightly larger font. There is subtitle, description, and just description or text. I don't know what's the difference. I think it's just going to be a slightly different. Description is probably going to be italic. We can try all of them if we want to. Price also going to be something different, but for specifically for the file, it needs to be image, if I'm not mistaken. And these two can be just text. Okay, let's take a look at it. So the main idea of cards layout, it's not something that you could not create previously, but it requires significantly less work now. And the idea is to present, okay, let me see, something's still not working with images. I am not sure what exactly is happening here, but something is wrong with images. Maybe image needs to be a first field. Yeah, I guess it needs to be a first field. Okay. Okay, it's a new feature, and let me try it this way. Image title. Okay. I don't know. I don't. No, something is not right here. But style is irrelevant here. It's fine. Let's do something with file. Maybe it needs to be here. Okay, the style is different and image is here, but for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe I have deleted some images. Let me see. I guess, yeah, because if we had them, they would be displayed here. And you probably seen some screenshots. It definitely looks good. Let me just show you. You just need some actual images. So yeah, that was categories, and this is how it's supposed to look. So yeah, at the top part of it, well, okay, maybe just let us find some good looking image and upload it and see how it works, right? I guess we can do that. So okay, spices, go to images, and let's just download any sort of the image. Okay, I downloaded to my local computer. Let's see. Now, there is no easy way. I mean, cards do not meant to be edited, right? So there is no edit link. So if I want to edit, I need to go to a regular list page. I think it's list. Okay, so let's go here and oh yeah, for some reason that's some sort of PDF. So yeah, we don't need PDF there. Yeah, I guess I was experimenting with something and deleted my nice looking images. Back to list. Okay. And it is smallish. I guess I need to make it a little bit wider. How do I hide it? It's supposed to auto hide, but for some reason it stays on the top and gets in the way. Okay. So let's see what kind of viewer settings we need to apply. 200 pixels, 150. Okay. It looks a little better. I don't remember what's what exactly you need to do to make it just occupy the whole area, because this is how it worked originally, and now I cannot seem to multiple. We don't have multiple images. Anyway, this is the idea. The idea of cards layout is that, yeah, you need to experiment a little bit with it. So there are not supposed to be any borders here. I'm doing something wrong, guys. We'll have to check that. The idea is to, this is a new type of a layout that allows you see there are no field names, right? So it's probably great for, I don't know, like some sort of point of sale terminal. So you can select products, add them to the shopping cart, etc. So like on a smaller screen, you don't want to display repetitive fields for every record. It makes sense just to display data because it's sort of easy to understand. I just, okay, let's do something similar with a different table. So maybe customers. Cards layout, make a default list page, and we have a bunch of different fields here. And let's see selected fields right here. Okay, probably 5 fields enough. And let me do, okay, title, then subtitle, then description, then text, and price is probably not the best idea. Okay, let's do phone number as a price. If it works, it works. And this one is going to just to be text. And we will see how it looks on the mobile devices as well. So let's build it. And what is this customers table? Let's go to customers table. So this is how it looks by default. I assume that this is some sort of a default layout. So it's just the thing is, these are just all different styles and like predefined style. This is a title, this is a subtitle, this is description, slightly smaller font. So you definitely don't want it to display the way I'm doing it right now. I just show you different options. And so if we had a smaller screen, okay, how do I silence everyone else? I I don't know that. So sorry about that noise. So it will try to feed the information. Yeah, if you guys know, like, so okay, I can mute. Okay, okay, done. Sorry, I just don't know how to mute everyone. So yeah, that's the idea, right? It will try to utilize the kind of like space that is available. For instance, dimension responsive. So let's take a look. Some sort of iPhone looks really, really small. Okay, so this is how it's going to look. So on this kind of screen, you can only fit one record per row, so it will be all vertical like this. So that's the idea of cards layout. So what else? What else? There is something related. Okay, let me do it back to responsive or just go back to normal. Okay, there is one more feature I wanted to show you. So it's also pretty cool, I think. Let's So we have master details relationship between orders and order details, right? As we usually do. And you can see that order ID appears as in a details table, right? It appears as a link. And if you click on it, it can bring you a respective master record. So let me show you how it works, what kind of options you can have here. So we're talking about order details, which is details table. We're talking about order ID, which is foreign key or a link field. And if you're talking about a field like this, you can see there is a DOM show it as a hyperlink. And options here is that by default, it shows you a view page of master table. And there are options like go there directly, open it in a new tab, or open pop-up, which is a default option, and this is how it works. And the same kind of thing, okay, let me see order details. Okay, product ID. Let's set it up as a lookup wizard, which it should be. And table is products. Link field product ID, display name, product name, it all makes sense. And same thing, right? Open pop-up as well. Okay, let me show you how it works. And I want to switch to dark theme again. For some reason, I like it better. Okay, so I expand it. And you can see, by the way, this is one of the things. For some reason, it looks different. These hyperlinks look different. I need to take a look at this. I think it's also supposed to be appear in blue. I don't know why it's happening like this, but anyway, product ID is it's a cranberry sauce, and if you want to, I guess, I don't know if it's a bug or okay, this part still works. Maybe I don't have a view page of products. Okay, let me double check real quick. Products. I do have a view page, so let me check the settings one more time. Shows hyperlink. It's a little strange that it appears in a slightly different way. Okay, let me just, okay, let's do new. Okay, let's do default here, just in case. I just trying to understand. Maybe it's a bug. Okay, let's go here maybe. Okay, it works when I open it in a new tab. It just doesn't look good. Let me check again if maybe because default it needs to, I don't know, like definitely something is a bug here. And let me try one more time. Oh, maybe I did not reload that page. Okay, let me reload it just in case. Are there any errors? Failed to load the resource now. No errors, but it just doesn't do it. Okay, that's a bug. I will make a note. But the idea is the same, right? So this kind of new functionality is available for two types of the fields. One of them is the one that is Lookup Wizard. And under view settings of that Lookup Wizard, you can choose to show it as a hyperlink, and that will take you to more info page of that lookup table, which is right here. And the same thing is available for a foreign key that points to the master table. Same idea, but it works here, but for some reason doesn't work for lookup wizard. We'll check that. So this is basically it for today. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions. If you're new to Devclub, this is what we do every week. Most of the time it's on Friday. I mean, of course, usually we write some sort of a code and try to build something. Today, I just wanted to show new features, and again, we expect final version to be ready before Christmas, and about the same time, definitely before the end of the year, we will start talking about what new features we plan to add in version 11.3. Just a little bit too early for it now, but 2 weeks from now, probably a good time to start talking about it. All right, guys, this is it. Appreciate you taking time to check what's new in this update. And if there are no questions for now, I will just expect for your feedback. And yeah, feel free to check the new visual themes, or maybe suggest a new one. Just send it to us via email. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it, and I hope it was useful. It just, yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. So as usually, I will upload this video to Devclub members area, and you can, if you're a member, you can download it from there. All right, guys. Thank you very much, and have a great weekend. And I will talk to most of you next week. Bye bye.